I was asked to.
That's why I'm asking the council.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
The first time I heard about this, I went down to Rowdy's for lunch one day, and Rod come up and says, "What the heck's the city doing?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, they're gonna get rid of the police department and turn it all over to the sheriff's department." I said, "Rod, I hadn't heard anything about that." And he said that, well, the chief of police had told everybody, all his employees, that they better be looking for other jobs because they weren't gonna have one. After I got done eating, I come down and I talked to Colin a little bit about it, and that's the first I heard about it.
Over the years, there's been discussions about when it comes to budget time. We have a law enforcement center contract that we like to talk about off and on, and then we had inquired of the sheriff from time to time, what would it take for you to provide the same level of law enforcement that we have here? And I made this statement in a public safety meeting some time back. Whenever we get those figures from the sheriff, we take a look at those against our budget. And to this point, and even to this day, we have a PD and we have a chief of police. We've decided historically that it was better to stay with the police department funded by our tax dollars rather than hire the county to do it for us. When we came last fall to a point where we wanted to talk about the law enforcement center contract, because we lease space at the law enforcement center, we're going to talk about that, and then at the same time, well, as long as you're talking about that, ask the question again, because we hadn't asked it for several years. And when we looked at those figures, it was, we don't know yet. In the meantime, Facebook blew up with all sorts of, oh, yeah, it's a done deal, it's going to happen, it's just not only that, there's a whole bunch of other things that quit in the city, and it went on and on. And so we called a public safety meeting now we need to address this, because people are worried about their jobs, don't know where they're going to have one. Even if you say, oh my goodness, we're going to for sure keep a PD, there's still that little bit of doubt. And so how we got to this point was at the public safety meeting, we authorized the mayor and Colin to have a discussion with the county about some of the finer points of that contract. And this is what we've come up with, this is what's sitting before us to look at now. And that's the origin of that. I'm not going to say that had Facebook not blown up with all sorts of information that wasn't checked to be true, here, I don't care what they say out and about and around. If there's nothing official happening, there's nothing official happening. There isn't anybody gets to decide whether we're going to have a PD or not, except the council that sets before you now. And so whatever rumors there were and whatever things were said prompted some things and some worry on the parts of our officers. And you can't sit still, so go ahead.
Yes, I'm excited. So just to clarify and point out ridiculousness, Facebook is the reason that we're here and we're talking about our PD, and I just want to make sure that's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that
That's what you said.
we didn't have Facebook at our elbow making up things or not making up things years ago, because we've asked a number of times before, and we didn't come to this point.
We can blame Facebook.
Well, you can if you want. I'm just saying that there's all kinds of questions in today's world, and we need answers to find that out. And I don't know that anyone on Facebook came and sat down and asked any questions. You wanted to know how we got here.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
did.
we got
That's
here.
not how we got here. Question for the county commissioner, please, Mr. Shanerock. What does the county benefit from this contract?
I don't know if you were listening to my introductory comments or not.
Oh, I was listening. I just
Oh,
want
I'm
to hear.
glad you were.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure this is cost neutral to the county.
Well, what's the
And to
benefit?
clarify, Brad, we were approached by the city, and Nels and I have spent a lot of time
I thought
trying
you-
to ensure that we attain those 4 principles that I described in my introductory comments.
Okay. I thought maybe Facebook approached you. I was just confused.
No, I really don't find any humor in your comment.
I'm just trying to figure it out, like everybody else. The
I
people want to know what's going on.
I think Ed has tried to describe to you, I don't know if you were listening or not.
I've heard it before. trust me.
But sometimes rumors get out in the community, irrespective of facts. And I'm not a Facebook person. I can't be on Facebook because of my previous military career. But I want you to know that we have done this based on those 4 principles. And we've been trying to do this based on the facts and not on rumor and innuendo, which oftentimes is on Facebook.
So there's no gain by the sheriff's department or the county at all?
Like I said, it's cost neutral to the county.
Well, so far, right?
Like I said, it's cost neutral to the county, Brad.
Thank you. I think the weight of this issue and the correspondence I've had with the community, coupled with the correspondence I've had with the community, it leads me to the fact that we need to really put this to a vote in the public. And I would make a motion that we have a ballot, have a vote, and let the people decide whether they want to have a police department or not. And I will make that in the form of a motion. Because the people can decide, not just these 8 people right up here. They're the ones paying for it.
I agree with that too. Please, get your comments.
I agree.
Can't get a second.
It says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We have a motion, is there a second? I would say the motion died for lack of a second.